Welcome to InvestorWeb, the ultimate channel that empowers you with the knowledge to secure your financial future. We're here to offer you a treasure trove of financial education and investment tips tailored to help you navigate the sometimes tricky waters of money management. Our mission is to make financial literacy not just accessible, but enjoyable for all. Today we're diving into a topic that's often overlooked yet critical for our young audience members. We're asking and answering the question, I'm a teenager, what should I do? It's a query that has puzzled many a youngster, and today we're going to unravel this mystery. In this video, we will guide teenagers on the steps they should take to establish a solid financial foundation. From understanding the importance of financial literacy to exploring ways to save, budget, and invest, we'll lead you on a journey to financial empowerment. So are you ready to take the first steps towards securing your financial future? First and foremost, the most crucial step for teenagers is to understand the importance of financial literacy. Imagine you're on a journey. You have a map, but you can't read it. That's what it's like to navigate life without financial literacy. You might be able to stumble along, but you're at a disadvantage and you might end up lost. Financial literacy is the ability to understand how money works. It's knowing how to save, invest, and spend money wisely, and it's a skill that is absolutely essential for life. Why is it so important, especially for teenagers? Well, think about it. As a teenager, you're on the brink of adulthood. Soon, you'll be making decisions about college, jobs, and even starting your own family. All of these decisions involve money. And if you don't understand how money works, you're not going to be able to make the best decisions for your future. And it's not just about making big decisions. Financial literacy is also about everyday life. It's about knowing how to budget your money, understanding your paycheck, and avoiding debt. It's about being able to plan for the future and not just living paycheck to paycheck. But financial literacy isn't just about avoiding problems. It's also about seizing opportunities. With a solid understanding of finances, you can start investing at a young age, take advantage of compound interest, and start building wealth early. You can become financially independent and not have to rely on others for money. Of course, financial literacy doesn't happen overnight. It's a lifelong learning process, but the earlier you start, the better. As a teenager, you have a unique opportunity. You're young enough to learn, make mistakes, and still recover. And you're old enough to start making a real impact on your financial future. The benefits of financial literacy are immense. It can lead to a life of financial stability and independence. It can provide you with opportunities and open doors that might otherwise be closed. It can give you the peace of mind that comes with knowing you're in control of your money. So as a teenager, the first step is to educate yourself about finances and how money works. Next on the list is learning how to save and budget effectively. Let's dive right in. Saving is not just about stashing away a few pounds every now and then. It's about discipline, consistency, and patience. It's about understanding that every little bit counts and knowing that it's never too early or too late to start. You might be wondering, how do I start saving? Well, the first step is to set a goal. It could be anything. Saving for a new phone, a trip, or just building an emergency fund. Having a clear goal gives you something to work towards and helps keep you motivated. Next, determine how much you can afford to save. A common rule of thumb is to save at least 10% of your income. But remember, this is just a guideline. You can always adjust this figure based on your personal circumstances. Now let's talk about budgeting. A budget is essentially a plan for your money. It helps you keep track of your income and expenses and gives you a clear picture of where your money is going. Creating a budget is simple. Start by listing all your sources of income. Next, list all your expenses. This includes everything from rent and utilities to food and entertainment. Once you've done this, subtract your total expenses from your total income. The result is your disposable income. This is the money you have left after all your expenses have been paid. If you're left with a positive number, great. This is money you can put towards your savings. If it's a negative number, don't panic. This simply means you need to make some adjustments to your expenses. Remember, the goal of a budget is not to restrict you, but to empower you. It's a tool that gives you control over your money and helps you make informed decisions about your spending. And why is all this important, you may ask? Well, developing good saving and budgeting habits early on can set you on a path to a more secure financial future. It can help you avoid debt, build wealth, and ultimately achieve your financial goals. Remember, saving and budgeting are vital skills that can help you avoid financial difficulties in the future. Now that you've learned about saving and budgeting, let's delve into investing. Investing, in its simplest form, is about making your money work for you. It's about planting seeds today that will grow into a lush forest in the future. It's about taking small amounts of money and turning them into large amounts over time. Why is investing important? Well, you see, the money you save is good, but it's not doing much if it's just sitting in a bank account. It's not growing. It's not working for you. When you invest your money, you give it the power to multiply. You put it in a place where it can grow over time, often at a rate much faster than a typical savings account. Investing is also a powerful tool for combating inflation. Every year, the cost of goods and services typically goes up. If your money isn't growing at the same rate, you're effectively losing purchasing power. But when you invest, you're giving your money the ability to keep up with or even outpace inflation. Now, there are many types of investments available. There are stocks, where you buy a small piece of a company. There are bonds, where you lend your money to a company or government in exchange for interest. There's real estate, where you buy property and make money from rent or appreciation. There's even more exotic investments like cryptocurrency or commodities. Each type of investment comes with its own set of risks and rewards, and it's important to understand these before you dive in. One key point to remember is that investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a long-term game. It's about patience and discipline. It's about understanding the market, doing your research, and making informed decisions. Investing is a great way to grow your wealth over time, but it's important to do your research and understand what you're investing in. So, start today. Start small if you need to, but start. The sooner you begin, the more time your money has to grow. And remember, the most important investment you can make is in yourself. Another crucial aspect of financial literacy for teenagers is understanding debt. So, what is debt? In the simplest of terms, debt is money that you owe. It's a financial obligation that you're responsible for paying back, usually with interest. Now, why is it so important to avoid debt? Well, debt can be a heavy burden. It can limit your financial freedom, making it harder for you to save, invest, or even cover your daily expenses. It can also affect your credit score, which can have far-reaching consequences from renting an apartment to getting a job. So how can you stay out of debt? The first tip is to live within your means. This means spending less than you earn. It sounds simple, but it's a key principle of financial health. This will require you to budget and prioritize your spending. The second tip is to save for emergencies. Life is unpredictable, and having a buffer can keep you from falling into debt when unexpected expenses arise. The third tip is to use credit wisely. Credit is not free money. It's a tool that, when used responsibly, can help you build a good credit history, but misuse it, and it can lead to debt and financial trouble. Finally, educate yourself about financial matters. The more you know, the better decisions you can make. There are many resources available to help you learn about managing money, avoiding debt, and building wealth. But what if you've already fallen into debt? Don't panic, it's not the end of the world. There are ways to manage and eventually eliminate your debt. It will take time and discipline, but it's doable. Seek advice from a trusted financial advisor or a non-profit credit counseling service. Remember, debt is not inherently bad. It can be a useful tool when used wisely, but it's crucial to understand how it works and how to manage it responsibly. And most importantly, remember that avoiding debt can help you maintain a healthy financial life. To wrap things up, let's summarize the steps we've discussed today. We started with the importance of financial literacy. We highlighted how understanding money, its value, and its role in our lives can set the foundation for a financially secure future. Next, we delved into saving and budgeting. We emphasized the significance of setting aside a portion of your income, however small, and the role of a well-planned budget in achieving your financial goals. Then we explored investing for the future. We talked about various investment options, from stocks and bonds to mutual funds and real estate, emphasizing the power of compound interest and the potential for growth over time. Finally, we warned against the pitfalls of debt. We stressed the importance of living within your means to avoid the stress and strain of financial obligations. Thank you for tuning in to InvestorWeb today. Don't forget to subscribe for more financial advice and investment tips. Remember, the earlier you start, the better off you'll be in the future.